fast loser of the Renegade Monster Truck Tour. That's what I'm saying, even if you think you might lose or if you want to be fast still, because you have a chance to come back in the competition. I think it's Corey Snyder and Toxic's been dominant in racing this year. You know, so dominant. The rivalry is Stinger and Corey Snyder and Toxic, and they could not have been the finals.
But you got the wild card this week, man. First time Mark Hall, the Raminator, Roaring Power, has run on the Renegade Monster Truck Tour.
Wow.
We're going to look at him right now against Toxic.
This is going to be interesting. Corey Snyder and Toxic won several racing championships this year, but Mark Hall, the Raminator, holds the world record for the fastest monster truck at over 100 miles an hour. You can just see Corey had him off the jump, but Mark got the no hands and stop. That's where he got him.
Yeah, and again, Mark says that Corey's been burning these courses up, but this goes back to Mark's early days where a lot of us started. And you can lose it at the line, but generally you're not going to win at the line. You've got to get off smoothly, get over the hill, and then you saw the Ram Power take over in no man's land, and he had a big finish.
We're getting ready for our last matchup in round number 1. Taking on the Virginia Giant, Ford versus Chevy battle in the semifinals. I'm jumping ahead around. This is ready.
We're almost to the semifinals. See, and that's the tricky part. Again, you know, Leon and Cliff both have gained a lot of experience. Now not only on the track, remember, you had a lot of wet dirt, great track work, but still can be a little slip underneath, and you don't want to spill your tires or you will lose the race. You've got to come off smooth. Stinger Unleashed, Raminator, and Master of Disaster will advance to the semifinals. As for the fastest loser from round 1, who was Corey Snyder and Toxic. So the final 4, Stinger Unleashed, Toxic, Raminator, Master of Disaster. It'll be a great round, but only 2 spots in the final are available.
And then we have our matchup set. It'll be Stinger Unleashed taking on Mark Hall, the Raminator, and then Master of Disaster taking on Corey Snyder in Toxic. That is how our semifinals are going to match up, and then we will get it down to the final 2. Now, I said this earlier than a track party, but I'm going to say it again now because there's a ton more people in here. I know at least 90% of you in here own one of these. I own one, and I know most of you do. So,
Where's the 10% that don't?
I don't know. I want to know the 10% that don't own a smartphone.
The little kids!
Probably 90% of you also have some sort of social media, because that's what we do these days. We go on social media and we chat and we talk things and we post pictures and we post videos, and that's what we want you to do, right today, Scott?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the social media for this tour has just been amazing. You get amazing highlights every week, all the information on upcoming events, because they continue to go all over the country. And again, you'll find it at renegademttour.com, and of course on all Facebook, Instagram. That's where you're going to find it. But we also want you to send your cool pictures and tag our social media.
Yeah, so tag us on Facebook just by finding us Renegade Monster Truck Tour, or also tag us at Renegade MT Tour, all one word, on Instagram. So that's where we share your photos. I'm not kidding. We share your photos and videos. How do we share your photos and videos, and how do I know that? Hi guys, I run the social media. So tag us on Instagram, tag us on Facebook. I do the cool parts on social media. I just post the photos and videos. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. So I love seeing them, we love seeing them, and we want to share them. Whether it's from the racing competition, the road rippers, the minis, anything you name it, tag us. And Scott, we still have a lot more to do, but the fans tonight also can check out the Renegade Monster Truck merchandise. There's so much great stuff.
There's so much cool merchandise. I'm going to tell you, the hottest monster truck memorabilia, souvenirs, is in the Renegade Monster Truck area, the Renegade Monster Truck merch. Love all the new cool designs for the different t-shirts. You gotta check that out. And you see so many flags up there. Get you check the flags out there. But check it out. We'll have an opportunity to do so throughout the afternoon.
Yeah, you can get these checker flags at the merchandise stand. So make sure you do that. One thing I failed to talk about earlier, and it's not that I failed to talk about, it's just there's so much to talk about. Our VIPs, hi guys, our Renegade VIPs, everyone that's in this section over here, it's great to see you all. If you don't know, because sometimes you miss the fine print when you look at things, when you do things. After the live event today, our VIP holders get to meet our monster truck drivers. You get to meet them up close and personal after the live event today. Make sure, if you want to stay, you can stay, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Yeah, obviously you don't have to. But if you're going to stay for the VIP experience, make sure you have your credentials around your neck, because Scott and I will escort you to the area. And we need to see your lanyards around, please, when you come out for the Renegade Monster Truck Tour VIP holder section here tonight. All right, semi-final action. This is going to be good.
Yeah, the two great matchups coming up in the semifinals. And boy, Stinger Unleashed, who's trying to defend that overall event championship, is going to get a test for the first time on the tour this year from the legendary Raminator Mark Hall behind the wheel. Widely regarded throughout the monster truck industry as the toughest guys to beat on a racetrack, especially a straight line track. But Stinger Unleashed, this brand new metal shop chassis, has been performing amazing for Zangler 2. This is going to be a dandy.
All right, fans, I want to know who thinks your winner is going to be the Raminator? Who thinks it's going to be Stinger?
Pulls it out. He will go to the final against the winner of this matchup between Toxic and Master of Disaster.
And that's the thing, it's, you know, you got to settle those 4 monster truck tires down to grab. When Mark Hall came over that ramp, It's literally, we call it, he had to check up, and he had to regain himself and gain his steering to get back up there. Zane can maintain his composure, but here's another thing. It's the details in racing the fans might not notice. Stinger Unleashed, and his lane, when he went over it, he purposely dug himself a rut over that ramp so he could just go straight over it and give himself that advantage. That's racing for you. But it's time for our second semifinals, and man, Scott, we had a host at our Master Disaster, which Matt, he can take on Corey Snyder here.
This should be another great race, and again, we were expecting to come down to the final. Matt, let's do what the fans think.
So I want to know, who thinks your winner's going to be Master of Disaster? Who thinks your winner's going to be Toxic? It's going to be a close one, we'll all find out.
Corey Snyder and Toxic! So the two Toxic drivers with the most wins on the Renegade Monster Truck Tour this year, Corey Snyder and Toxic, Zane with 2 and Stinger Unleashed, will battle yet again in our final round of racing to capture the most racing points in pursuit of the overall event championship. Remember, Toxic has a bit of an edge as our best trick winner, so a big moment for Zane with 2 and Stinger Unleashed, trying to keep hold of that overall event champion's flag. He'd go a long way toward doing that if he can beat Toxic here, or Toxic will take control of that quest for the overall if he can get the win in the racing final.
The biggest rivalry in the Renegade Monster Truck Tour this year has been in 2, and so here's the funny thing, Zane was out of his truck, they're sitting there like, hey, we gotta get you to the line. Zane's like, I won? He had no idea he won that last race. So, like, he surprised himself that he beat Mark Hall in the Renegade, because he's always a fast truck, and now Zane's in the finals against Corey Snyder and Toxic. And Zane needs this win, Scott, because he didn't do so well in Best Trick to keep that overall event championship, because Corey won the overall the Best Trick competition.
Yeah, and that means he's in the lead in the points right now. So, the winner of this race will get the most racing points. If Corey Snyder and Toxic has that, he's going to put himself in great shape heading into freestyle. But if Zane or 2 and Stinger Unleashed wins here, they'll be almost even going into the freestyle competition, and that's where the overall championship will get settled.
And it's going to be a dandy of a matchup here in our championship race. So it's going to be a really big matchup. Zane is getting back in, he is strapping in. So before they come to the line, I just want to ask the fans, because once they come, we're lining them up and they're going green. Who thinks your black and green destruction machine, Corey Snyder and Toxic, is going to be a racing winner here this afternoon? And who thinks your